Alright, I'm back. I'm not wearing that disgusting Astro shirt. I only had the Astro shirt on because it was like pouring raining and I had to go get my trash can outside. So I was like, I just gotta put on a shirt that I don't care about getting dirty or nasty. Because I'm not gonna take it with me, so I just put that shirt on.
Yeah.
You know you're old when you gotta stretch before these things.
I do that stretching stuff while I'm racing.
Is anybody starting from the pit?
I don't use the clutch, so I just put my left foot on top of the clutch pedal sometimes. I'm not running into somebody. Race
I do that all the time.
Race setup in, yes.
What was the question, Zach?
Alright, you'll have to tell me who's your favorite paint scheme. Not team, but just scheme in general. Like colors
mine.
and everything.
Mine by far.
That's what I said, not
I can hear you,
team.
Matt. You may want to switch to the driver's channel, though, Zach.
Because I can't see anybody's. Does RP run a Mustang? He didn't run a Mustang, does he?
I think so. I felt like he was Toyota.
That's what I said. I thought he's in a Mustang for me.
He might be doing kind of the same thing that I'm doing. Like, he just doesn't feel like changing like the tire colors and all that stuff. Or the number colors.
Stay behind, Lystrix, the inside column.
Hey, Zach, you still looking for a car to start in the pits with?
Why are you starting
no
in
more,
the
you
pits?
dick. No, not me. I think Mr. Aaron Mack messed up and is starting the pits. I'm already out here in the Hornet's Nest now. Have no fear, Sailor Jerry is here, Zach.
I have to pay attention more to numbers. I can't just pick out
As they're
somebody's
wrecking
paint
in the
scheme.
back of
And
the
they're already
field.
wrecking back.
That sounds fun.
Is there a reason why we ran the people already?
Is it Joseph?
They ran into the back of Gangler, so
Like, I thought
Either
the school bus
Matt
yell was
Mettler-
supposed to make sure people see you.
I think that.
I think it's
No, I think
Jeremiah, do you have any
Lester's
damage
right in
that?
front of
I don't
me.
think I hit you, but I don't know.
Didn't even.
Nah, but you sure did get crunked up there.
I saw you coming and went up to the right.
Yeah, I didn't know if I got
There's
pushed
one
into it or not.
car in my mirror that is not loading. It's just blank. It's gonna
He used
bother
to do
me.
that all the time for me whenever we were racing.
One car.
Sylvan Jolie. I could never get Sylvan Jolie.
Yeah.
Alright, good luck.
This is, I think it's Lauren Jones. Hold on to your butts.
Green, green, green.
This might have just been a sign from. Oh, Lester's gone.
Inside.
Lester just disappeared.
You are all clear low. Car down low inside. Still there. Still there. Hold your line, still there. Clear inside.
But yeah, I think the fact that I qualified so bad might just be a sign that I should stay back here.
How are we
Perfect
collectively to decide?
What the hell was that?
I'm in second. You're
77 came
way
out
back there.
42 car.
Car low inside. You're clear inside.
Speaking of which, anyone got an extra pair of underwear?
Brandon, I don't know if I want to push a Oklahoma University car.
That's rude.
As a West Virginia fan, we hate y'all.
I don't know why. We don't even think about y'all.
can, just take low and stuff.
Broadcast is on.
And Uncle Scott, Travis, if y'all are watching right now, I don't know if you just heard Chris Clark make that announcement right there. The actual broadcast is on. So if you want to watch that, go back to that first shoot that I said. If you want to stay here, that's fine too.
Man, I just want to make sure we don't lose the draft. You got it, right? So I don't have to push you any more.
Yeah, I got it. 47 actually. Come on, Black. My goddamn it.
Still there.
So yeah, it was definitely that we were
Alright.
doing them.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Line. Still there. They're high. They're high. Outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Ready to go 3 wide again?
Hold your line.
Please, man.
Hold your line. Still there.
I can definitely get on it. RP's bumper very easily.
Outside.
So much so that I'm having to worry about engine delta.
Yeah, I hate this new tape system. Like,
Still there.
because I would honestly run like 5 tape until like stage 3.
Still there. Still there.
If I get stay tucked under,
They're on top.
nobody would have had a run on the outside, but I went 4 laps tucked underneath him, and now I have to cool the engine.
Still there. Hold your line.
There's a bunch of guys in the outside lane that I don't know.
Got a car outside. Still there. Line. Still there. Still there. They're outside. Outside. Outside.
Like, I want to get up into the outside line, but I just, the outside line's hanging back, and they're like right on my quarter panel, so it's like as soon as I finally get clear, the inside line checks up, so it's like I can't jump up in front of the
Still
outside
there.
line.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. They're outside. Hold your line inside. Still there. Car down low. Hold your line. Still there. Clear low. Clear low. Inside. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Car inside. Still there. Still there. Line. Clear down low. Inside.
Got it. Warren Jones is all over the place.
Car down low.
He is definitely not able to get to my bumper. Probably a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Clear inside. Car inside. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
You're 4th in the outside.
sir.
Still there.
Well, I'm fourth now. I didn't.
Hold your line.
Lower.
I got you.
Still there.
Oh, well, you're.
Hold your line.
I will be in the outside shortly.
Still there.
Now that I'm not first or second in the bottom.
Still there. Still there.
I don't like
Still
the
there.
checkups that happen in the bottom.
Hold your line. Still there. Line. Still there. Clear low. Clear low. Inside, inside. Still there. Hold your line. Still there.
Yeah, I think the bad thing with this setup, though, I don't know how good it is out front.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Line. Hold your line. Still
I
there.
do not like the 99.
Still there.
It's not smooth at all.
Still there.
99. Is that one of the new people that we have no clue with this?
Still there.
I
Still
think
there.
so.
Hold your line.
Yeah, no,
Still
never.
there. Still there. Hold your line.
Like, I'm leaving you a gap if you want to come up.
Still there.
Oh,
Hold your line. Hold your line.
there's a lap car up
Blink it
here.
around, Bennett.
Still there. Still there.
Bad A wasn't.
Still there. Still there.
Currently
Chief.
on bottom.
Hold your line.
Like when the chief blinker is calling out somebody from Lincoln.
Clear
You know,
inside.
Hey, Bennett, this is your Sunday Night Race Control. Just so you know, you are currently looking pretty bad.
Still currently on bottom lap car.
Carlo inside. Still there.
Still currently
Still
bottom.
there. Line.
Now going right in the middle of the track. Going high. I don't get this at all, Tony Burton.
Still there. Hold your line. Car on both sides. 3 wide.
There's no sense for me from the bottom.
yeah, like,
Hold your line.
at least
inside.
that, like,
Last minute. Oh, let me go to the outside.
Kevin Page.
Hold your line.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
Go back. Here goes. Close.
Still there. Still there. You are clear. All around. Inside.
30.
Hold your line.
30.
Still there. All clear inside. Car down low inside.
Okay, man. I just wanted to let you know.
Line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear down low.
Come on, Lauren, don't let him push you around like that. Cut him off. Don't let him in.
looks like everybody's pretty much single file now. Hopefully it stays this way.
I could not see an outside lane at the moment. Lights are on.
That just freaked me out a little bit.
It always. I finally got used to it. I'm like, oh, that's what it is. I keep thinking my monitors have a problem all of a sudden.
I think the worst that ever like freaked me out. I think it was at like
we had that check
Homestead.
on
Yeah, Homestead's pretty rough.
Tires 4S, air doors, 8. That's what makes the 17X so silly to me.
And since I don't know how reliable my internet's gonna be of it when I get the training, I was debating whether or not I was gonna try to make a move to maybe try to get some stage points. Or not stage points, but like the whatever the hell, playoff points. Because I don't even know if I'll be able to race. I'm just gonna push you. You'll still be here.
I just thought about it. I can't imagine we'll still be single file. But
Oh,
at the end of this day, all I gotta do is drive up the track.
Yeah, like Brad Keselowski.
I got loose. Run up the track. A little bit of outside coming.
That was sick.
Got a car outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there.
I wish they would put the left or the tape on the right side of the grill. It'd be so much easier to be able to pull off of the left side.
Hold your line. Still there.
What's the say?
Hold your line.
I said 30,
Still there.
30, and 60.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. You are 3 wide. 2 up top. Outside. Hold your line. Still there.
Yeah, I'm at 265 right now, like,
Still there.
and I'm barely even
Still
pushing.
there. Still there. Still there.
That's the only reason the outside can get a run.
Hold
It's
your
because
line.
you have to ease off.
Still there.
And that's what happened when I was behind RP earlier. About the time I started overheating, I had to back off. The outside got the lane.
Still there. Clear high.
Do they give regular season points, championship points or whatever?
Yeah.
Then that should be barring something. That should be me, barring something crazy happens tonight. Because I think then it's like 8 points behind me. Yeah.
Well, the Xfinity doesn't. It goes a couple more races too.
Oh crap! Right. That sucks.
Oh, somebody shoved to the inside.
They're gonna have a huge run on us. I think we'll like as much as I can in here.
There's a lap
Decision.
runner.
Sorry, Bonner's turning between her.
run. If you want to spot it, have it right in front of me.
Thanks, sir.
He's to the
That's
bottom,
what I'll-
off the gas.
Like, I'll take that.
That deserves a button press.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Dang, not clear.
That was my fault.
Do you think you want to take the outside and then I'll give you the inside line? Like I'll be like at your door, whatever.
Did
My
you
front
say-
end will be
you
at your
said
door, so you'll get a better
radio
jump on me.
We can. We also can pit here and make it to the end of stage 2.
Like,
That is an option. I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm honestly kind of okay with that because you know it's going to be mayhem, especially with it being a shorter run.
How much
Winning
do you
stretch
want
out there.
points?
PCR.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm so far ahead. I'm sure like once we go down, I'm sure there'll be like multiple people coming down as well.
Check up, going in 3.
Because we can, well, and it's not hard either. But you can make it. Because it'll be 36 or 37.
I kind of want to just. It's up to you. You make the call.
Lucky dog just come around the outside.
But if you pit, you're not running hard at all. I mean, just to stay out of the wreck. So it depends on if you think it's going to be a wreck or not.
I have a feeling
Gabrielle,
there
they're
will
checking
be.
up, man. What are you doing?
Catch the field, please.
I'm going to stay. Only a couple people. Not many.
We're under caution. It's
Yes,
closed.
I will take the top. And I should get, to drive normally, I should get enough jump on you. As long as that.
The only issue, so let's see, or no, RP is going to be behind me. I forgot. So yeah, I'm going to have Dan Morgan behind me. RP could get it. If RP was behind me, I could see him getting like a great jump and pushing side by side. But yeah, Dan Morgan behind me, I think, have no issue.
So it looked like about half the field pitted. And mainly the half that was in the back. Not the half that was towards the front.
That's another thing, is that wreck had to have been at the back because I didn't see anything in my rear view.
Well, Lester quit, so he was included.
It's okay with me.
I'd assume.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
And this should be a run where you can. It's going to be about a lap or two longer than what you could probably do pushing.
That's kind of what I
Without
was thinking.
letting off.
Hopefully. See, that's like I don't really know any of the people behind us. See, except for like RP, he's gonna be super aggressive.
Chris, without race control, we got to wait on people because they can't clear black.
No, just keep going. Just let me know if somebody is going to be holding you up.
Drank a Cokie and I got the burpees.
I'm booking it around, but I mean, I'm
Yeah, I drank a
slow.
Mountain Dew right before the race, so
We're still on the back stretch, so hopefully everybody get caught up.
popped open my first beer of the day.
Put you on a little rubbing tracing, eh?
Oh,
Just
plan to
try
go
to keep this
middle.
Little Caesars paint scheme
Okay.
nice and clean.
I'm seeing you in the Reynolds wrap.
Refresh your paint. I changed it after because
Go.
the wrong car load. I'm supposed to run a UT.
Don't refresh,
Chevrolet.
you'll download a
Didn't do it.
virus.
Loaded in my Supra, so I had to
Don't
change
do
it.
it.
Is Chris behind you?
Hope you guys changed your trading paint password.
RP's
I did
behind.
change it. I racing and trading paint password this morning thanks to Gingler's alert.
I haven't changed my trading paints. I didn't change it.
But you don't have to change iRacing
Hey, y'all,
unless
so
it was
I
the
had
same.
damage. Steve and Nick and Rich. I'm gonna pull onto the bottom of the.
3,
It's in here.
2, 1.
Sorry,
go.
Nick. Sorry, Nick.
Wait till start finish before jumping down. Okay, RP cleared down behind me. Looks like there's not much to the outside, so
You
there's
could
not
probably push. You're gonna have like 4 solid laps. That should be okay. I would expect the out. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd expect the outside to start. Well, he went really early. I was waiting for him to get a little bit more help. Because if you start pushing, he'll drop back.
I think he's just trying to get the line formed. Like, I don't think there's really expecting anything out of that move.
And if you feel compelled to block him, just call it.
I mean, they really haven't had anything on the outside all day if I'm pushing.
It's
so.
it's a very short burst. That if you can keep pushing, probably will be okay. So I think the two of us linked up are pretty evenly steady, so there's not a lot of checking out.
You're still blinking, man.
They'll get a run, but it's not going to be something sustained, I would think.
All clear high. Outside. Go there.
That is my bad, Jen. I caught Dave, but I started spinning, starting to check up.
Line. Still there, still there. Hold your line. Go there. Hold your line. Outside clear. Outside, outside. Go there. Go there. Hold your line. Go there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Turn or not? Shove it in there.
Line.
Yeah, I'm turning orange already.
Okay.
Still there.
Too good, too good.
Go there.
If you're going orange, they'll be orange too.
Do what?
I said if you're going orange, there's no way they're not.
Yeah.
Go there. Go there.
That's like 3 wide.
Go there.
It's
Still
clear.
there. Line.
It's okay.
Go there.
Yay or nay, step up.
If you get clear, let me know.
Yeah, he's on my quarter. If you want to jump up and take it, that's fine.
Hold your line. Line. Clear on top.
I'm clear.
Too close at the moment. Okay, I'm going. there's a lap car down here at the bottom.
Copy. Clear down low.
They're clear. Drift to the middle. He's still at the bottom apron. He's letting off. Okay, we're good. If they get a run on you outside, go ahead and block them.
Can I get a blank clear? I got fucking disqualified for some reason.
Yeah, just stuck in mine.
Attaboy. Wants me to wait on the base car.
Block us for what?
I had a 40-second hold, and I came to serve it at the pit.
I think you came to serve it, but you closed the
Checking
pit
up
right
for
before
base
you
car.
did.
This always scares the crap out of me.
Right?
It's like I see all y'all in the background and all of a sudden.
Space car's middle back. We're checking up.
Your engine temperatures are now back to normal.
That was some phenomenal race. We were racing like it was the end of the race right there. No one wrecked. So, hell yeah, brother.
We would have, but you definitely, that split 3 wide was definitely a sketch, and we would have had a better finish if you would have pushed me. Just a heads up.
But did we die?
It's alright.
No, because I was gear driving. It was close, multiple times. It was stupid.
Oh, but it was stupid as hell, but it was a good time, and that's, you know, all anyone can ask for these days. Thank you.
Current pit speed limit, your lane speed limit is 60 miles per hour. The leader right is pitting. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Can we not slam on the brakes, guys? Come to the pit road, please. Checking up in the 3.
It's alright.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Did you take 4?
I did.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to take.
Yeah. If we had to do a green flag, I wouldn't. We just take fuel, but it doesn't matter. All right. Well, I was gonna say if we ended up towards the back something, we might could play a little bit of riding out for a little bit, but we're not far from the front.
See, that's what I wanted to. I wish he didn't pull you so soon, because then I was gonna have that conversation. Like, hey, do you want to sit in the pits for a little bit?
Okay, Brandon, get ready. Race regime at the end of this lap.
Shoot, we're second row, so it's no different than what we were running. So
Yeah.
I mean, if it changes or something, we can always hang a left. But we shall see.
Yeah, it's like I already got my 9 points there. I don't know what Bennett finished.
He's in 19th.
He must be playing the same. Because I'm pretty sure he was up front with us.
I've not seen him. So I have no clue what his paint scheme actually looks like. So I've not seen him yet.
I would tell you it's the West Virginia scheme.
The only schemes I see are you and me. That's because I happened to be in that race with you the other night. So, and it's kind of nice. Simple paint schemes. Easily see the numbers. The biggest thing is I just don't know. Like looking in the mirror, I don't know who the second car behind you is. Because it's just a black car, and I can't quite see the number in the mirror.
Orange right behind me. Aaron.
Well, see,
Mack.
Lauren usually has that Cheetos,
That's what he got.
and the paint scheme that he got through iRacing is orange and red flames. So it's
Oh, so it fits.
it's kind of in the ballpark of the same.
Hey, Tony,
So,
I typically
that
block
helps.
by because I don't want to lose the draft. There's 3 starts.
If you didn't load mine up, I think I have a yellow car.
What's going on? How we doing?
Nothing.
Hi, Bobby.
For 1-2 in a stage.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
You want to watch, Bobby? I'm streaming, bro.
Ah, I'm so busy right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm
letting me
traveling.
Thank you for letting me know you're streaming because I was about to
Traveling the world.
I am traveling the world, Mike. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Talking about?
Traveling.
Hold your line still there. Clear high.
I know. Life and running some
Life.
racing here or there.
Hell yeah. I forgot it was Daytona week. I would have came to Spain to get again, but you know, maybe Bristol, maybe Bristol.
You want to ride behind?
Darlington's fun.
You want to ride
No.
behind Seba here, or do you want me to make you move up?
Take the lead.
Finish your
All right,
class.
going up.
It's just you and me.
Yeah, man, I don't see why, but he's just like that.
Have y'all been just chilling?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I'm about to leave San Antonio. I'm heading up to Altus, Oklahoma for a few months.
Fuck
RP came with us.
How close
clear.
is
I'm clear.
that to Tulsa?
Oh, it's Altus is southwest, Tulsa is northeast. So it's like
hour or like 8 hours?
Oh no, that's probably like 3.5.
Fuck that, bro. I can get to Tulsa.
That's the Midwest. Everything's 8 hours for the
Right, bro. So I was in Charlotte, right? And motherfuckers like, yo, Atlanta 4 hours, Baltimore, wherever, DC 4 hours. I'm like, fuck you mean, boy? Like the furthest I gotta go to anything is like 3 hours out here.
East
Like,
Coast. Everything's within
Right,
6
like,
hours.
bro. So all this traveling shit I've been doing, like I'm low key glad I was born where I was at because
It was like the only thing I hated about the East Coast though was like Monday Night Football would start at like 8:30 p.m. So if you wanted to watch the entire game,
Oh,
you
that's
weren't going to
life.
bed until like
Yeah.
midnight.
In the
It's so
90s,
fun.
back when they started things at 7, it wasn't such a big deal. But now everything's 8:30, 9 o'clock.
y'all are so old, bro. But get the fuck out of here. Like, okay,
Well,
you guys have an
like
hour
I'm always
here.
I'm always
Oh,
fine with it, but it's just mostly when I was on the East Coast, I was still flying. So it's like
I
I
gotta
would be
wake up.
flying and not
I
have to
wake up
like.
at 6 every day, man.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
every day.
if I would be flying on like a Tuesday after Monday Night Football, like I would have to be at the squadron at like 5:38.
That sounds absolutely miserable, and that's why they're signing for that shit. So, that's why you said, like, fuck that. Every time they-
I almost did the Air Force with physical therapy, so
Hey, that'd be a good job. Get you a little
I like-
experience and then go take a actual civilian job on the outside twice as much.
I looked into it. They had me until deployment.
Out of
Would've been
spite,
fun.
out of spite, I was like, that guy
I
asked
have-
me today if I wanted to have free college. I was like, that's rich, so I didn't really want free college. So, like it's different. I can send you to the broke ass kids.
I think I factored it up, like with the tuition reimbursement and everything. If I was in the Air Force for like 10 years, I could have retired from the Air Force and then got a normal job. And
I mean,
not had any loans,
technically-
not had anything.
Technically, it wouldn't be retired. In
Well,
years.
You know what I mean. And it's medical service, so they do it a little differently than
Yeah, I can
normal
see that.
enlistment.
I mean, something else I can see is like if you did like your 10 active years or whatever, if you went to like the reserves or guard, but then you still had like a civilian job on the outside until you got your like actual retirement.
Are you like a chiropractor?
Heck no, man. I actually went to school.
What, I don't know. It's like, what do you do?
I did not go to a weekend school.
Yeah, but like, what do you do? Like,
I have a doctorate in physical therapy.
Like, what is like for? Like, that's everything. Like, that's not a specific. Like,
Well, physical therapy as a whole is in general, so you treat everybody part. But I am an orthopedic clinical specialist, which is above and beyond that normal. So I tend to deal with things that are bone, muscle, and sport related versus people that have strokes or things of that nature.
so okay, on my foot.
No, I don't give advice. I don't give advice.
If you were to give advice,
My advice is go find yourself a nice orthopedic clinical specialist
I'm talking to one.
that you can actually go see.
I can go see. I'll be in Charlotte sometime again soon.
I'll go to the
Honestly,
right.
I don't practice in Charlotte, so. But I am within 8 hours.
Close. Hell
I'm
yeah.
I'm within
Next
an
time
hour and a half.
next time I'm down there, I'm
I'm
gonna
talking
do that
shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm within an hour and a half, unlike the Midwest.
Mike Wright gonna play with my feet. We'll post that on the chat. That's gonna be my first post back.
I really-
play with my feet.
I really dislike feet, so I'm good.
My bad.
I'm the same. Like, I
What?
cannot stand, like, looking at other people's feet. Like, whenever
I don't
people
like
wear,
my
like,
own feet.
flip-flops and everything, like, if I look down at their feet, I just get disgusted. I'm just like, that is nasty.
Feet be gross.
So what's like your favorite, like, not favorite part of the body, that's foul, but like, if you had like a preference, like something.
Right now it's Brandon's butt.
Oh,
Brandon's
yeah.
butt? What's wrong with his
Yeah.
butt?
I'm staring
no,
at it.
Daytona. Oh, my bad. That's crazy. So you got to go like 8 years for that?
7 years, 4 years undergrad, 3 years grad school, and then the orthopedic clinical specialty is after. You can either go to a 2-year residency and pass a test, or you can study on your own and pass the same test. So I did it on my own. I didn't go to the residency itself.
Yeah, but is that like easier? Like, it's probably subjective, but like.
Well, the residency. So think about it like a physician. A physician has to do residencies. It's part of med school. So physical therapy, it's encouraged, but it's not required. But it's kind of the same deal where it's in the area of specialty that you're looking at doing. A physician has to do it. It's not an option. The residency is there to give you the extra knowledge and curriculum with books and teaching, but also it sets up with like a mentorship where you have somebody that you work with and you discuss cases and things like that. The version on your own, there's guides out there about what the topics and kind of what they're looking at for the test, and you just have to do the buttload of studying on your own. So I did it over like 8 months. The other part is,
Hold on. So you did 2 years and 8 months?
well, I mean, theoretically, you could just sign up and take it if you thought you knew enough information. But yeah, I did it on my own, 8 months. The other part is you have to work as a clinician in that specialty area for 2 years before you can take the exam. So you have to have a certain number of hours. So like if they have a sports clinical specialty, so you would have to have 2 years of hours in sports related care before you could take the test, whether it was on your own or doing the residency program.
Is the test open?
No. It's like the SAT. You go into a testing center, sit down, computer, have at it.
Yeah, but is it like you gotta be like 80%?
Alright, we're approaching Ganglers. The lap car's in
Yeah, I
the
just know he got
middle of the track. Looks like he's
definitely
pushing
shut down.
high. Never mind, he's staying low.
I don't know what the pass amount is.
Hey, Mento, right?
I passed it, so then I moved on.
Yeah.
And that was 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago.
So like,
Now the fun part is I have to take the same test in 6 years if I want to keep it.
what? Well, will that be easier because you've done this shit for like every day?
Well, you would think so, but then you know, just like anything, research, there's new information or changing information in medicine and any type of care, whether you're a doctor, a pharmacist, physical therapist. So the idea is that you're continuing to learn what the most current information out there is. So the tests are always a handful of years behind because they have to develop it. But
So you could take the same test twice.
no, because it's 10 years apart. So
10? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
yeah, when you pass it, you get 10 years, and then to keep it after 10 years, you have to do another test.
Fuck that. I'd make my money like that. Like, alright, so when they were making this COVID vaccine, I'm like, damn, I'm glad somebody wants to do that. Like, what made you want to be like a doctor?
So usually, the number one answer in physical therapy is I played sports and I got hurt and I worked with my own people when I was hurt, and that's how you gain access to what it is and you kind of learn about things. So that's the number one answer, and that's my answer as well. Playing baseball, get hurt, work with orthopedic doctors and work with athletic trainers and physical therapists, and I decided I didn't want to cut people open. So I did not do the surgeon. And so my undergrad was athletic training, so the people on the field at a football game that run out when somebody gets hurt, that is what my undergrad is. And
Bro,
then
when you work for the Ravens, you need
so I don't like the travel. So that I mean, I knew I was going to go physical therapy from the beginning, but when I was doing the undergrad and I was traveling with sports teams in the college setting, I didn't like all the travel.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of confirmed the idea that I was not going to do the athletic training only. Physical therapy, I have a job that I go in at 8 o'clock and I leave at 4:45. And then on Fridays I work till lunch.
What?
And it stays the same.
Fuck that. What do you need? You're the creative director for that job? The creative director from Mike Wright.
Well, I work for a hospital system, so they do have creative teams. There are those positions. It's not specifically for Mike Wright.
I don't need Mike Wright's creative director and Brandon.
I'm talking about.
Hell yeah. They can have a further creative director.
RP's all over the place.
I'm
just
claimed
about
to be-
wanted to.
Sorry, Mike.
I'm the creative director of many.
What did RP say?
He said, "I'm sorry, you checked up," or something.
I didn't check up. I just wrote it right behind you.
See you another year.
Another year.
It's always a pleasure, Bobby.
I might run a race or something. Fuck, I don't know. I'm busy guy sometimes. Most of the time not, but I'm really busy.
Darlington's next week.
Fuck, man. I might. I'm going to damn DeCoin. Somebody convinced me to go the whole ass way to the fucking DeCoin. For what?
RP's to the outside of me.
Fuck that shit. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Alright,
See you, Bobby.
I got right hooked.
Clear high.
Oh my God.
Reckon.
Yeah, I feel like the guy that was pushing RP came down and clipped my right rear.
That's in my rear view. I just saw you go completely sideways.
Yeah, I feel like I got right rear.
We got a little bit of damage on the splitter
And
and
my
then on
engine's
the bumper cover on the driver's front.
So I'm done.
And point proven from the end of stage 1.
No, my engine's still running. I thought it was dead.
Catch the pace car and then let people fly. Catch the pace car first.
Chris, I still see Reynolds wrapping your car too, and I'd research that. Yeah, it's just, you'd have to refresh your paint. So I changed it after I got in the session. I was
Yeah,
supposed to have a different car.
It felt like he was pushing.
Why are we going 100 miles an hour? Let's go.
I know netcode's
Yeah.
been very bad this week. So was it netcode?
I don't know.
Hey,
It happened
Tom,
quickly.
was it one on you?
And I don't feel like I moved.
Pace car middle back.
Honestly, Chris, I have no idea what happened. I'm trying to watch the replay on the broadcast to decipher that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, cause in my rear view, it just looked like you were right behind me, and then out of nowhere
I
you
think it
moved
was
sideways.
Mike's left rear.
That's kind of what it looked like on the replay too, Tom.
We're under caution. It's closed.
Staying high, Steve.
Hi.
Pass me, Cody. Pass me, Cody. Pass me, Cody. Pass me, Cody. Pass me.
It's yellow. It's all
Going as fast as I can, people.
Watching the hey, just everyone go past me. I'm gonna pit in. Just go past me. Or, yeah. Chris, watching the replay, it looks like netcode, but it's netcode on me. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I saw you hit him on my screen, so.
Well, whoever's broadcasting right now said netcode. I'm seeing netcode. My car is shit out of luck. Just give me the penalty. I don't give a fuck.
We're under caution. It's closed. Okay, Brandon, that's half distance. You estimate 24 laps remaining on this tank.
Like, I was saying it's netcode on me. Like, we don't need to fight about it, but... Clear the high side for Lucky Dog, please.
Yeah. It's funny, it took me that long to catch up, and I have to pit for repairs, so all this is invalid anyways.
I was about to say, like, I saw your name coming up on the relative. I'm like, wait, what?
Through all that, because I never, like, I hit the wall, and then it put me back straight, and then I just bounced into a couple people that were sideways in front of me.
But yeah, you have no front end at all. Like, I can just see, like, your hood, and then your engine's just hanging from underneath.
Yeah, I'm technically second at the moment.
Stay out!
By the lineup, but I'm getting invalid laps because I have pit for repairs meatball. So, I am going to see how much time it says, and maybe poke around toward the end of the stage here, and then I'll be quitting because there's no way I'm going speed.
Yeah, with what I see in my rear view.
Closed.
I mean, your
So
engine
angry.
should
I
never
was-
have any issue cooling off.
Yeah, my RPM is 1932, so I'm down
That's fixable.
70.
I think in one of the B opens I did, I was down to like around there, and they were able to fix it back up to 2,000.
So I guess the biggest part is how much time it's gonna take. And pit lane is closed, but I gotta pit anyways.
Yeah, because it was open last lap, so that's probably
Yeah,
why.
well, I had to catch up. I wasn't able to catch up. It'll stop scoring me.
Get ready. Racing regime at the end of this lap.
So maybe the required is just for wheel damage, so that won't take long because they just changed the tire. Yeah, required's only 27.
What's optional?
5 minutes.
Oof.
There was one to go, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're on one to go now.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how fast I might be able to drive around.
Cody McCorkle behind me. Never heard of him.
I was gonna push you. I was gonna try to push you to the win. Just depended on where we ended up in the lines. But I feel like the two of us on the inside line, it was gonna be hard for anybody to actually pass.
Did somebody try to take it 3 wide?
No, I think he was just pushing and then came down the track.
But yeah, I'm not jumping the start at all. Just waiting for the iRacing green.
This thing doesn't like to turn left. On the
That's
apron.
not good.
Well, the banking helps some.
Yeah, we're exiting 4 now.
I won't catch up, but I'll at least have some speed
Hey,
going.
Rich, I'm gonna slow here, so I'm gonna pull to the high side. Let y'all by.
All the repair that they did was nothing for the engine, so it was for whatever wheel damage I had.
Green, let's go.
almost timed that out just right to catch the end at the finish line.
Hopefully it gives you a little bit of draft help.
Restart. Only the last second till it's 64 by.
Oh, that's the sad part. I think everybody's accelerating faster than I'm actually running.
So we're getting to the break anyway. We're good.
I'm going 168. Oh, I still have a black flag. It didn't put me at the end.
Hey, thanks for the follow, like.
It gave me a hold for 40 seconds for entering pits. I thought that was, in real life, that's at the back of the line.
Longest line.
So I'm going to have to do that before the stage ends.
Oh, that's fucking cheats.
And it's 40 seconds.
That's so
such
annoying.
That's such a huge penalty. I'm going to ride around.
Somebody made it over safe.
I'm going to ride around for a lap or two and see if somebody wrecks. So I went around once. That was second, so I'm probably going to have to pit this time.
It's single file until like 3 or 4 lanes behind me, and then they're.
Got a car outside. Go there. Still there. Come on. Still there. Still there, still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there.
Oh yeah, this car sucks out front. Somebody like behind.
Still there, still
Or
there.
Aaron Mack just has a very fast car.
Still there. Hold your line.
This is
Still
such a
there.
terrible penalty. 40 seconds.
Hold your line. Hold your line.
I might go 2 laps now. Still got 20 seconds left.
Still there. Line.
Yeah, that's because somebody tried to say it's like a drive-through penalty. I'm like, just give a drive-through penalty.
Still there.
Like,
They're outside.
It's a start and back.
Hold your line. Still there, still there.
That just got real there. And I'm gonna definitely go a lap down.
Still there.
Number 2. Once I lose 2, then there's no way I'm making it there.
Hold your line. Still there.
yeah, we're coming out of 4 now.
Still there.
You're on lap 57.
Just cross start finish line, lap 57.
So, okay.
Still there.
I guess that's 4 laps. 57. Yeah, you got 4 laps. You definitely gotta pass me.
Still there. Still
Go
there.
past me before 2 laps. I'm sure.
Line.
I'm going 150.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
the moment I'm going yellow by myself. I want to go.
Which that makes 0 sense because you had no front bumper.
Unless I don't have a radiator. It doesn't make any sense. That's the other stage, right? Or one to go?
One to go here.
Yeah, one to go.
We need to check the Dave and the stage, see what the phone says.
Inside. Wide. You better clear down low. Inside. You better.
Let's go. Stage 1.
We swept them.
Checking up for the pace car. Checking up.
Pace car under caution. Pits are closed.
Good finish to the stage there, boys.
I might catch up by the time you pit.
Hey, Bennett, you were, I was trying to push you, man, but you was blinking so bad, I was afraid I was going to wreck you.
How has he not been kicked out yet?
Back out, but
Right?
Blinking.
stabilized now.
How are we not kicked him out
a
yet?
lot, but every once in a while, you're pushing fine though. I knew it was a little sketch when it came up to my rear
Hey,
bumper.
Brandon, it's
really
Dave up in the
close
booth.
a
You
couple
got me.
times, But
I got
if
you.
I was blinking, that's probably why. But you're fine.
Hey
You're
man,
doing a
listen,
good
first
enough
things first. I did finally decide to use your upside code last week, and it's already started to earn me some cash back, so thank you for that, sir. And not in your traditional Ford Mustang tonight. What brings out the Camaro in you?
So realistically, I actually enjoy driving the Chevys, but Mike's been a huge Ford guy, and he makes a lot of my paint, so I just put up with the Fords. And this week I just did the Chevy because I made the paint scheme, and I'm really lazy, and I didn't feel like having to go back and forth between changing the like the number codes and everything, or the colors for the numbers.
Trust me, I totally understand that from back in the day, trying to get my paints to be just right for each manufacturer, and that's why I pretty much stayed with just the Chevys. They're definitely easier to paint in some respects, but as you come down pit road, you made the move there on the last lap here of stage number 2. Obviously, the 12 is all tied up now, and I mean, I got to know, how do you feel with your teammate being, you know, a wounded bird?
It's gonna be tough, like, because definitely knowing having Mike behind pushing, or if I'm pushing Mike, it definitely helps having teammates, especially at Daytona, tracks like Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta, anything that's this type of racing. It's great having a teammate, but I'm just hoping that I haven't pissed anybody off throughout the season, so a lot of people want to work with me, or have seen that Mike won stage 1, I just won stage 2 there, so they see that the Ferta cars have some speed, so hopefully people want to work with us. And funny thing about that stage, I was fine pushing Aaron Mack to the win there, but then I ended up seeing Cody behind me. He started trying to make the move on me, so I was like, you know what? If he wants to go to the outside, I'll go with him, and hopefully he can push me. So it ended up working. Just looking forward to this stage 3 here. Hopefully we can have a pretty decent race here. It sounds like netcode was the big reason to take Mike out. Hopefully there's not much netcode here in stage 3.
Yeah, trust me, netcode has been interesting all night long. It almost, in some respects, it almost looks like it's bad air that's pushing guys around, and then when you watch it on replay, it turns out to be netcode. So hopefully you don't become a victim of that, but it looks like you did find a pretty good ally there in Cody McCorkle, and of course this league is always very Chevy heavy, and it looks like everybody from second position all the way back through 14th has a bow tie on the hood.
That's good to hear, especially with me being in the Chevy this week. Hopefully if anybody's paying attention to whatever cars we're driving, they want to work with another Chevy, so hopefully that can help if I decide to try to take another run or something.
Absolutely. Well, once again, I want to thank you for pointing me toward the direction of upside, and hopefully that gets you a little bit of credit there on the app as well.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate you using the code and taking full use of all the benefits that it gives. It's a great app to have.
Well, and just as a side note, one of the things that I think is really important about our sport is, we need to support the things that support us, and obviously if you're out there being supported by Upside, I need to do, my part. And I think we all need to do our part. When I was a kid, growing up, watching Dale Jr. when he went over to Hendrick, all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I can drink Diet Mountain Dew. Why not? And as he made that transition nationwide and I needed car insurance, nationwide it was. Support the things that support the things you love.
Absolutely. I'm a huge Brad Keselowski fan, so anytime I go grocery shopping, I got to make sure I grab some of those King's Hawaiian rolls. They are just delicious.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But all right, my friend. Well, listen, good luck the rest of the way, and maybe we'll see you in Victory Lane.
All right, I hope so.
All right, that, of course, the voice of the great Brandon Minto, driver of the number 12 Ferta Motorsports, Oklahoma University. Of course, the Oklahoma native as we get him back up into...
I think that was one of my better interviews.
Yeah, boy. I told him you were going to talk to him in this stage, too. I've got like 20% of my repair done now.
That's good. Hopefully there'll be like an early caution here or something so you can get the rest of it done.
The rate I'm going, I'm probably going to be 2 straight quick cautions just to make it.
1096.
Because you're what, 1 lap down right now?
I'm 2. As soon as we go green, if it runs 5 to 8 laps, I'll be another one. It won't take long.
The rear bumper's caved in.
I'm not gaining many mile per hours on my damage repair.
Right.
All right, pace car is off. So, are you with the pack right now?
I'm just getting to the back of it. Yes.
Yeah.
I will not be here long.
Got a car to your outside. Still there. Clear outside.
I'm honestly gonna kind of just, I don't want to leave and try to save fuel in case there is a late race caution. I might not.
Yeah, I mean RP over on the front. Wreck everybody! Maybe definitely mainly watching a baseball game right now.
That's for the practice session. I backed out to go watch a little bit more of the Phillies game.
See, triple monitors. That's what my left side monitor is right now. Definitely a baseball game. I also am listening as well, so if you say something I catch it, I have to ask for a repeat. I'm going 179. That's not as bad as it was.
Not awful.
I'm still overeating by myself.
That's why I was happy Bobby joined at like the most perfect time where there was like nothing going on around us. And then as soon as stuff went around, he's like, all right, I gotta go. It was like perfect time. Oh, RP's hitting the apron.
When he hits it, just gotta gently spin him around the rest of the way. Santander hit another one to Utah Street. And boy,
Anthony Santander.
It's now 9-0.
What's the Phillies score right now? Oh, yeah, you probably won't.
Give me a moment.
Come on down there, Mac.
ESPN. I have it bookmarked so I can click it instead of type it. I gotta find it at the top. They won 6-4.
Let's go. That NL wildcard race, I think,
I lost the draft and now I'm going 160.
We need a caution. Like,
definitely need one. I bet you if I could get the full service done, I could probably hang on to the back.
you know what? I'll help Tony Bird out.
Take your time. I got got too much damage up front.
All
I gotta
clear
get it fixed.
inside.
That thing is like Cody's the one who kind of helped me win that stage. I kind of just did him dirty there.
Outside. Still there, still there. Still there.
And it has some speed on that outside. I wonder if Tony just. And Tony has a little bit of damage, so he might.
Hold your line, still there.
I'm done talking. This shit, they're getting crazy up here.
Still there.
Well, if you do end up wrecked, I'll go run Darlington Xfinity.
I still gotta finish packing for my 3 months that I'm gonna be gone tomorrow. I gotta pack up like my whole computer because I plan on taking this up there. Hoping I have good internet.
I'm partly still just driving around because I'm watching the game, and if I got off the computer, I'd still just go watch the game. So
Yeah.
I might as well sit here and watch the game.
Maybe pull what was the other guy who raced with us who was awful? They like wrecked the field at Talladega that let us win or let you win. Christian, that's right. Everybody literally, as soon as their spotter says clear, they jump down. When realistically, they're not clear.
I go off mirrors information.
Me too.
I don't go off what the person says. I can.
Oh my god, and then this guy's all over the place. I kind of want to back out of it. It's just if I back out, then the entire rest of the field is single file behind. So I'll probably fall way to the back, which I don't want to do.
Hold your line, still there. Hold your line. Still there, clear, outside.
All these guys are all over the place. Like, nobody is holding a straight line except for like Aaron Mack.
Got a car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Outside.
I thought RP Allen would have been fun. Like, how's RP Allen already back up here? Like, what?
Clear outside.
Oh, somebody let him in. Boo.
Here, you want to run at it? If you want to, man.
Puff of draft. It won't help long, but it will help.
Go there. Go there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there.
I have picked up 2 positions in the last 5 laps.
Heck yeah. What position are you in now?
22nd.
Hell yeah. Joey Logano.
Only 28 raced, so. But after the wreck, I was 25th, so.
The way these guys are racing, I don't know how there hasn't been more caution.
Far inside.
Oh, they left me hanging. I helped Bennett, Aaron Mack, and then they just left me. That's what life sucks.
Still there, still there. Still there.
Come on, Aaron, you got it. Come on.
Still there. Still there. Still there.
And then Bennett coming for a block whenever we're full.
Hold your line, still there. Still there. Still there.
Thank God Lafreniere's behind me, and he actually seems like he knows how to race.
Still there. Hold your line. Still there, still there. Line. In the middle, green flag. Clear line. Inside. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Line. Still there. You are clear all around. Inside. Still there. You're clear inside.
Big blow for the win.
Is there? Even though you were very mean to me at the beginning of this race, saying you didn't want to push me.
We only have one more year together, don't we? Aren't y'all done the SEC?
Damn right we are.
Got a car here outside. Line. Still there, still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line, still there. We're green flag inside. Outside. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there, still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line, still there. Still there.
Caution.
Gotta go all the way around, all the way around.
Orioles what?
Heck yeah.
2.5 up on the Rays. The Rays didn't play today.
Race car is out.
And then the Tigers were playing the Yankees, and then they were losing like 1-0 left us.
The upsetting
Thanks
news
for
in the
the help
last
there, 46.
week
Nice pushing
was
there, buddy.
Bautista, the closer, is out
Good job,
with
Don.
a UCL elbow injury that they described as some kind of injury. They don't know. They didn't say what level.
Yeah, 10-4.
And the other thing that they
There's a lot
said
of
was
blocking going on. I was
if-
trying to get a little squad over there, but yeah, good racing.
he pitches again this year, not win. And he's one of the few
Checking up,
relievers that were
middle back, middle back, checking up.
seriously considered as a Cy Young candidate in the history
It's
of the
funny,
game.
You said
I
what
keep hearing
team?
now for some weird
The
reason.
Orioles closer, Bautista.
Oh
This
dang.
thing's crazy.
Guy that strikes out like 52% of the
Tony is
people he
ran great
faces.
pushing. Only critique is Tony kind of got to hold a better line there when you're behind somebody. My only critique.
He came
Is,
into the
somebody want to take
game
responsibility for the last caution?
right at, and
I
he
think it
had
needs to be looked at.
one strike left, and when he threw a
What did you say,
ball, he kind of walked around the mound. Didn't really touch his elbow or anything, just kind of was flexing his hand. And they came out, and then they immediately
Yeah, that's
pulled
what he was
him.
doing to me. He was scaring me to death.
This whole
That sucks
time,
because it's like I've been cheering.
I'm
Like
caught up.
I've always
I mean, for the
been
broadcast, it was like a race.
like I like the Orioles because I
Obviously,
think
I'm
they
not
have
there.
some of the most
I'm
beautiful
watching
jerseys
it
in baseball.
They are lovely.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a racing deal.
So I've always liked
Two
them.
cars came to the
And then
middle.
plus they're in the same division as the Yankees, and I'm like, he's just destroying the Yankees.
It's closed.
I still think they can still do some things, but you can't ignore it. It hurts. It's not good.
Oh yeah, when you had somebody who was like as guaranteed as a closer as that, like, when you lose that, it's like, ooh, oh my god. Lap car was coming, then Tony Burt just started going all the way out to the outside wall, and then I think there was maybe an inch between Tony Burt's right side, and then like an inch between the wall for the lap car.
I now have 3 minutes left.
I'd
We
like
just
to
left
look
turn
at
2.
it.
Started at like 7.
Oh yeah, I can still look at it after the race.
My tires I haven't changed since the stage 1 caution.
Oh, you didn't even take tires at stage 2? Oh wait, no, because you were.
To be honest, I looked
the
at,
wreck
I was
for
just
it.
looking at it. It looked like I don't know who that was. 89. Looks like he came down, but he didn't make the initial contact. It looks like he just got close, and then all of a sudden you could see Dan's car cop to the right, like it got close enough to throw net code, and then, but finished it off.
Yeah,
RP Allen's one of these dudes who like
car just jerks
keeps
the
just
brushes
hanging
to
on my
the
right
when
quarter
the cars are
panel
close
under
together.
pacing. I don't understand that.
It's exactly what you would expect.
Hey, Chris.
Oh yeah. From anybody out of the, as you call, monkey house
I
racing.
was just glancing down at my incident count. It says I got 13X, and I hadn't even had any incidents. I mean, I ain't bumped anybody. Is that anybody else got that issue? I don't know if that came in through Bennett or
gotta
what have
be
you.
a
That's
reason.
lot.
But you got it from somewhere.
How many X did he say he has?
You been driving to the
13.
grass or something?
I mean, he's been all over the place. If that's the same guy, I'm pretty sure that's the dude that's been up
I
here
haven't been
up
involved in a
front.
wreck.
He's been
Nothing.
all over the place, and
I
his
didn't
car
even
looked
touch.
damaged.
Clean.
Yeah, maybe somebody blinked and reappeared and gave you 4X and you didn't even really see.
It doesn't always take a lot of contact at this track. Any contact on the side or whatever could have caused it. I mean, that's all I can think of. But it definitely came from somewhere. It didn't just appear.
Yeah, only thing I could think of is when Bennett was blinking through me there. But it is what it is. I don't know. I just thought of it.
I don't think it's from that.
Could have been some neck code when everybody was spinning out there earlier. But it is what it is.
Well, I've gotten
13,
banged
it's
a
gotta
few
be
times
happening
in
multiple
the
times.
last wreck.
Yeah,
pretty
like that would
hard,
be
and I only have a 4X.
three. That would be
And
three
I'm kinda
4Xs
surprised.
and then like one off track. Like,
Yeah, I mean, my car ain't got no damage whatsoever. Good. I'm just glad it's a league race, not an official. That's horrible.
Well, you get hit one more time, you go.
What, isn't it 17's a drive?
Are you bum drafting?
I don't know. I thought it was your out.
No, barely.
Oh no, yeah, it definitely says like if
I
you
think,
hit
hardest
17
I hit
exactly,
anybody was,
I think it's a
Bennett
drive-through, and then
earlier.
if you get
We were
over
pushing,
17,
that was
then it's
it.
DQ.
And that should do it.
Because I've got a drive-through penalty before, and I was like, what the? All right, we are out of turn 4, approaching the start zone.
Yeah, that's what it is. I heard Trading Pace got hacked, so they're in here watching us and messing with us. Good luck.
Green light. You're all clear high.
I gotta run. I timed that out just about perfect for me to catch them back without letting off. I mean, I can't pass anybody just because I don't have speed, but
That was the most perfect timed restart I've ever had in my life. Because like Bennett didn't floor it, he just accelerated very slowly. And I'm like, really? So then I floored it, and I think as soon as he heard me go, he went.
20th, but there's 2 people on there. No, he's not. He's in the pits. So there is one person still on my same lap. And I think I'm going faster than he is. Yeah, I don't think he's catching me. What lap are you on?
84.
I just tripped 81. So I'm 3 laps down. Or 4 laps down. 3 laps down. But I am the first car I lapped down, so if there is a wreck, I'm the lucky dog.
Outside. Line. We're inside. 3 wide. 3 wide.
I don't know why Bennett keeps blocking, knowing damn well like I've been his best pusher all night.
On a car outside.
Just tell me where you want me to put it when you come around.
Well, I'll be on the inside line, so I
Took the lead.
What does he say for my name?
I don't know, I turned crew chief off. That was I was reading the iRacing spotter saying the 12 car took the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Mackin's laying off my back bumper, so I don't know. Because now it's RP and Bennett pretty much alone on the outside. And then Bennett's hitting my right quarter panel. And Matt Mackin just can't get to my bumper.
Did you know that this is the last restrictor plate race for Xfinity this year?
Oh, they don't do Talladega?
No.
Oof. Matt Mackin is such a bad pusher, man. Like, he hasn't been on my bumper at all. As soon as he got close, he went down like below the 8. Yeah, RP and Bennett, or Bennett's in the lead, RP.
It's definitely not against their style to regular.
Oh, definitely. But the bad thing is they're the two more stable cars. I mean, RP is a little bit out of the place, and then hit the apron right in front of him earlier. But everybody else are like Matt Mackin behind me, just hit the apron and caused a huge check up.
All my damage repairs can be like 5 miles per hour.
It's little things, man. Jesus Christ. What's that? Matt Mettler. Yeah, we're too wide. Allens are leading both lanes, so I wonder if they're almost doing like one of those. We're just gonna hold both lanes up so nobody can pass. Kind of. Never mind. And then he's jumping down. And yeah. I don't get what Bennett's doing, man. Like, he has his brother down here on the inside. Like. I'm pretty sure RP just hit the brakes. Like, so Bennett can get back up here. RP, you brake checking the field?
I got a car.
No. like, we had the outside lane cleared by like 2 or 3 lanes of cars. Then RP just hits the brakes. And then check. Now we're back.
Why are you
Green wide, two up top. Got a car outside.
Was he talking to you?
Yeah, that's the guy that doored me on the back stretch. So I just walked around and did there. Take care.
Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line.
By the way, I pushed for like 2 seconds and I'm red on the engine. It's over.
Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Still there.
I would just push it when I can't stand it all around the engine temp. It's pretty crazy. I don't get it. How can I overheat?
Especially with like no front bumper.
It makes no sense.
Outside. Still there. Line. Still there. Line. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Got a car outside. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Line. Still there. Still there. Green wide. You're inside. Outside. Outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. We're inside. 3 wide. 3 wide. 2 up top. Clear.
Oh, they all wrecked. I made it through. Let's go.
Bruh. Again, a hit was in the middle of the corner. Seriously?
Oh, but then no cautions. Now the whole field's just gonna. I'm the only person who made it through out of the front like 7.
That caution brought to you by Dan Morgan, throwing his hand in for no reason. So, that would have been a nice caution for you.
That's why people walk the brake. Stuff like that didn't get a caution. Pretty much what it was. Started swerving down in front of me, cut my nose off.
No, bro. Literally, you were way close and came down with me. Stuck out in the car.
Oh shit. There's only 2 laps to go.
Jeremiah, are you in the point race or anybody?
What?
2 laps left.
Are you in the point race for the playoffs?
Negative. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Taking sure. I'm gonna let you buy it, so.
That should have been a caution.
Yeah, I don't know how that wasn't a caution.
Around so they got across the line. So.
I don't know how any of that wasn't a caution. I just got flat wrecked, and it wasn't a caution.
There was a huge wreck
That's why I
with
said.
us. I didn't see.
Car low inside. You are all clear low.
You and Dan had a wreck too?
Yeah, he split me out, and then claimed that I had pulled up in front of him. And he also was claiming I was bumping him in the corner, and I did it one time. The second time.
Go ahead, I'm a little damaged, but go ahead.
Alright, I'm driving out of my rear view right now. I'm not focused.
Brandon.
Let's go! Good finish there, everybody. Oh my goodness.
Damn it, John, I tried. I thought that would work out. Good run.
All right, guys. Looks like it's Brandon, Aaron, and John will go to the broadcast booth, please.
Good job, Brandon.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks, everybody.
Good job, man. That last caution took me out, but I had to check up.
Brandon, it's Dave up here in the booth. You got me.
I got you, Dave.
Man, what a finish to this race. I mean, it could have been so much different if the caution flag would have flown, but it didn't, and you wound up watching the checkered flag fly over the number 12. How are you feeling tonight, my man?
Oh, I'm feeling about as lucky as can get. Like, it feels like every single wreck that happened with like the lead that group was right outside of me, and I was just somehow able to avoid it.
Look, your teammate said earlier, you know, the Ford Motor Company keys to the game were keep it clean, and with the exception of a little crinkle dinkle there on the rear, you managed to keep the 12 as clean as could be in a night like this. I mean, what a finish, man. How are you, you know, how white were the knuckles on the wheel?
It was pretty bad. To be honest, like I was grabbing this wheel about as hard as I could, especially with like when Bennett and RP were leading the inside and outside lane, and then I was afraid they were trying to like back up the field so that way they knew they were leading both lanes, so it was gonna be hard for anybody to make a run, so that way one of them could get the win. But then with them constantly changing lanes, and I don't know what ended up happening there with like 3 to go. I just saw RP go up top, and then I just stayed on the gas pedal, and then out of my rear view, I just saw all mayhem happening. I thought a caution was going to come out, but it never did. And then Aaron Mack, props to him for, I was about 2 or 3 seconds ahead of everybody behind that wreck, and then he didn't make the run on me that he had. He just stayed in line. I think he was waiting for like a last lap move, but he just stayed in line with me. That helped me out very much, because I know if he would have made a run to the outside, then everybody else behind would have followed. So that allowed me to stay up front and not fall back to like P10 or however many cars there were left right there at the end. And then just a little bit of rear view driving there at the end, and then Aaron not doing anything too crazy. So that definitely helped out a lot.
Look, Darrell Waltrip said, if you're at Daytona, you almost have to have one eye looking out the windshield and the other eye looking at that rear view mirror. And obviously you mastered that tonight. I mean, what a race, what a finish. And I agree with you. They probably should have thrown the caution, but NASCAR opting not to, which, you know, turned out to benefit you anyway. I mean, rather than bunch everybody up and then you have to hold off so many people, you know, it was almost a blessing in disguise, so to speak. I mean, I mentioned it several times that keeping the Allen brothers apart was the only way that anybody else was going to have a shot at this win. And obviously you were able to do that tonight. I mean, how hard is it racing against a pair of brothers like the Allens?
It's very tough, especially like Bennett last year. I've had many talks with Bennett. Last year, he was kind of all over the place. I would always tell him, like, dude, you are super fast. You qualify like top 3, 4 almost every single week, but then he always puts himself in a bad position, which is like that coaching kind of turned back to hurt me a little bit throughout this season with how well he's been running. He has a few wins on the season because he actually took that to heart. So he's been a lot cleaner this year. And then just his brother, RP, just them working together. Like, I don't know how much of what I told Bennett passed down to RP or not, but The one thing I just didn't like that Bennett was doing was constantly changing lanes, even though he knew I was giving him some of the best pushes he had all night. I was hoping he was going to stay in front of me, but then whenever he eventually made the move to the outside line, it checked up that outside line, and that allowed me to get the lead, probably 15 to go or something around there. And
Yep.
yeah, it was just wild, especially if it's Talladega. 3 wide is a very easy thing to do, but Daytona, you can do 3 wide, but it takes a lot more thought. And seeing how a lot of the cars around up at the lead pack weren't able to hold as steady of a line, I knew if anybody tried 3 wide, it was going to be a S show. I want to be a little PG, but I'm just glad that whatever happened. Unfortunate for everybody who raced a clean race all the way up until the end, but it benefited me, so I'll take it.
Absolutely. Well, listen, as always, before we cut you loose, who do you need to tip your helmet to tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Mike for stage 1 and 2, having a good run together with him, and then Netcode taking him out. That's unfortunate. Like, he still stuck it out, and whenever the lead pack was coming, he always stayed high, so made things easy for us with him being a lap car and everything. It's just unfortunate. I was hoping we could get a 1-2 finish for Ferda. I want to thank my parents for tuning in. They watch every single week. My Uncle Scott tuning in. My brother, his family all the way out there in Germany. And then, once again, Upside. Like we talked about it at stage 2. I want to thank Upside for being, well, it's not on my car tonight, but one of my big sponsors this year. It gives you bunch of discounts on gas and everything, and a lot of like groceries, convenience, all that stuff. So if you haven't already, download the Upside app and then use the promo code Brandon5623344. It'll give you a discount on your first tank of gas. And then Mike, you always put on a great broadcast. I'm definitely looking forward to go back watching this one, and then with OU being on the hood this week, I always gotta say Boomer Sooner.
Yeah, man. Listen, as soon as I saw it, I had to tell the Barry Switzer story about him telling the pride of Henrietta, Oklahoma, "Hey, listen, kid, I don't have room on my roster. You're going to have to go to UCLA." And of course, that came in the form of the great Troy Kenneth Aikman. So, a fellow Sooner for you, and congratulations.
All right, I appreciate it, Dave.
All right, that of course our race winner, Mr. Brandon Minto, who brings home the checkered flag tonight in the number 12 Oklahoma University Chevrolet Camaro.
Just me.
Let's go! Oh my goodness. Somebody else down here in the... Oh, he moved back up to Ferda. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. I gotta get out of this racing seat, walk around.